If you've ever wondered what a loan officer actually does, that's good. Your curiosity should be piqued. This is one of the most hidden, high opportunity careers in real estate and finance. Yet nobody ever told you about it growing up or in school. What's up, everyone? I'm Megan, and today we're going behind the scenes of one of the most misunderstood jobs I believe that's in the market today, the mortgage loan officer. This video is for you if you've heard the term, but you don't really understand what they do. Maybe you're exploring the career, or maybe you know a loan officer and you're wondering how the job works or how you get into this type of a career. By the end of the video, you're going to know exactly what a loan officer does, how to become a loan officer, what the career path looks like, what the day-to-day really includes, and where does the best training exist in the market. So let's get into it. So here's the funny thing about becoming or being a loan officer. No one ever tells you about this job when you're in high school or college. No career counselor talks about it. No one mentions it. Not even a lot of the people that are around you know what this career is. Most likely, you've stumbled across it when you entered the workforce or when you went to go purchase a home. Most people discover this job because they know someone, a family member, a friend, maybe a realtor who happened to be in mortgages, and you notice that their career looks different or their earning potential is different. And then you find out loan officers can work from anywhere. They have no income ceiling and they can make a lot of money, and they can build a long-term career in the industry without needing a traditional degree. It's wild that nobody talks about it more and has not created more opportunities for those of you that are looking for your forever job. So let's now talk about what a loan officer really does. And basically, a loan officer is a licensed financial advisor, but they specialize in mortgage debt, the loans used to buy or refinance real estate, the homes you live in, second homes, investment properties. So here's the simplified version. Loan officers, they talk with people who want to buy or refinance a home. They look at their credit, they look at income, they see how much money they have, they talk to them about what their goals are for paying this loan off, and then they recommend the best mortgage options, the best loans out there that different lenders and banks offer. They guide them through the entire process through closing because it is stressful for people when you're talking about money and the house they're going to live in. So think of a loan officer like someone who coaches people through one of the biggest financial decisions of their life. Some of the day-to-day activities that a loan officer does is they collect and verify documents. They run loan scenarios to see different options. They structure the file to go into somebody who's going to be approving it. They work with other people like loan processors, underwriters, appraisers. They communicate with real estate agents and the clients. They solve problems that come up throughout the process before closing, and they keep the deal going all the way until the people are sitting at the table getting their keys because that loan is sent and they can purchase that house. It's way more than just taking an application. And the loan officers that get really good at this, they can start hiring people to do all of these things so that they can focus on just the parts that they enjoy the most and are really good at. Now, here's where things get interesting. To become a loan officer, you don't need a college degree. You don't need prior experience, a background in finance. You simply need interest in this job. Then the action of going and taking a pre-licensing course that's 20 hours. You have to pass an exam, an NMLS exam it's called. And once you do that, you can now choose between two paths. Path one, you can pick a company that will sponsor you. This is the route that 99% of people should take so that they can get experience. And in many cases, your state requires you do this. Route two is you can open your own mortgage brokerage if your state allows you to do that without any experience. Now, some states will allow you to do this, but you'll need to check to see what your state allows. And I don't always recommend this, even if you've worked in other areas of the industry, unless you have a background in real estate, finance, or sales, and you can plug into a system like some of the ones we have at CoLab. There's just too much you don't know yet, and you need mentorship to be successful at it. Now, my story of becoming a loan officer, really, it changed everything for me. So I wanted to make it real for you to understand how I found this job and how I ended up where I am today, creating videos for you. So I was a college educated accountant. I even got my master's degree because I thought it would create more opportunities. I would make more income. And I had an excellent job in Manhattan in New York City at one of the big four accounting firms. But the truth is, it was becoming a loan officer that opened more doors for me than any degree or job that I secured in before that. In 3 years of becoming a loan officer, I went from a modest salary as an accountant to six-figure income in my mid-20s. It gave me more freedom, flexibility, zero income ceiling. I earned how hard I worked, and it gave me the ability to work where I wanted to work and to start building my own book of business within a company. But, and this is important, the mortgage industry has failed a lot of loan officers in two big areas, including myself in the beginning of my career. And that is career advancement and retirement planning. When you start in this industry, nobody talks to you about where you want to be in 20 years. It's all about how many loans you can close. Most companies, they don't give you a path upward. You have to build it yourself. You have to be proactive about how this career can develop into something more and different if you eventually want to have something that's yours. And that's why training and where you start matters so much when you get into this industry. So let's talk a little bit about loan officer training, because it's one of the most important decisions and factors you should consider when you get into it. So if you're new, the most important decision you're going to make early on is, where should I go work? Who should I work under? Who do I want to learn from? Who's going to teach me the things that I want to know? And there are three main categories of companies that hire loan officers, and not all of them will hire someone who's brand new and knows nothing. So there's banks, which banks have more structured training. It's slower paced, lower pressure, lower pay and commissions, but it's a more stable environment. It's best for if you want a slow path in mentorship with low expectations and learning. Then you've got number two is retail mortgage companies. It's more sales driven, strong systems, often team based, and it's best for somebody who wants structure, but you also want to learn production at a higher level. And I would recommend, if you're new, to find a team at a retail company to work under. And then the third option is working at a mortgage brokerage, which is a little more fast paced and very independent, and you have to be resourceful. You get lower rates that you can sell, more flexibility. It's more entrepreneurial environment. It's best for somebody who wants to grow quickly and you're confident you can do that and you have a big network. You can also join a high producing team that trains you properly. And the key here is you have to find the right mortgage brokerage. Not all brokerages have training. I meet too many new loan officers that went and started at a brokerage because they knew someone, or the commission was the highest. And then within 6 months, they're realizing, I need to find somewhere else to work, or this isn't going to work for me. So if you want a lot of training and low pressure to learn how to close a lot of loans in your first few years, you're better off working at a bank or joining a team with a top producing loan officer. If you have confidence that you're like, I know I can get a couple loans, then going and finding a brokerage that is founded in training is the right path that you could also follow. So now let's just talk about, what does a day look like? Like, what kind of things do you do as a loan officer besides that list of things I listed off? And this is the part that everybody usually wants to understand. And so a typical loan officer's day includes answering client questions, calling leads, talking with realtors about helping their clients, reviewing credit reports, learning how to run loan systems, structuring loan files, learning what products are out there that will save people money, problem solving, going into meetings, training meetings, meeting with your processor, your underwriter to find out where your loans are, updating information for clients, recording videos or creating content to let people know that you're here to help them, meeting with referral partners, coffees, lunches. It's part advisor, it's part strategist, it's part detective at times, and it's part therapist when things aren't going well. every day is different. And that was the one thing that I absolutely loved about being a loan officer. And that's what made it really fun, but it also made it really stressful. So you have to learn how to control your emotions. So I would love to hear in the comments, are you curious about becoming a loan officer, or have you become a loan officer, but you aren't really working at the right place right now to start advancing your career? I love to see the comments to find out where everyone's at. And if this video was helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel. It tells YouTube and it tells us that this content matters and you want more of it. And if you're thinking about becoming a loan officer, or you want guidance on choosing the right company to work for, or what class you need to take, we will put a link down in the description so that someone on one of our teams can help guide you. Let's talk about your goals, your strengths, and whether this career fits your life. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.